This video's not made for kids, you crazy bitch-ass bastard!
Come with me to the Sodor Isle off the coast of Britain. It's about 60 miles. There's good and there's bad and there's stuff in between. With steamies and diesels, you'll see what I mean. People and parcels, works lots of fun. Watch these engines out in the snow, rain, and sun. They work real hard, they stay on track. Oh no, there's some baddies, just watch your back. Are you looking for fun? Yes, we're looking for fun. Are you being really useful? We're being really useful. Sit back and relax. It's the tales of the Northwestern Rails. It's the tales of the Northwestern Rails. Hope you enjoy. What the dickens, Tiger Moth? It was a grand day for Sir Handel, Rusty, and Ivo Hugh. All three of the engines are off to Wales to head to the Talyllyn Railway for the Awdry Extravaganza 4. The engines said their goodbyes, and Royal Pioneer departed from the transfer yards, and they were off to the railway. In the meantime, the rest of the narrow gauge engines on the Awdry Railway had to take care of their work as well as their own. And every end of the day was the same ever since they left. The engines would feel exhausted. I can't bloody take it anymore, pulling these heavy mixed trains.
I agree. This extra load is exhausting.
Well, at least some engines double head when there's a longer train, eh? So we should be grateful.
Indeed, but we could use some extra couplings. If only Duke, Freddy, and Mighty Mag were re-gauged back to 2 foot so they can help us.
Not to mention, why would Sir Handel, Rusty, and Ivo Hugh go off gallivanting on a holiday in Wales in a busy season like this? This whole extravaganza. They have the fun and we have the work. You know what? We ought to have our own extravaganza.
Duncan.
Oh, crap, Mr. Percival, I didn't hear your footsteps.
That is a brilliant idea.
It is? I mean, it is.
Because of everyone's hard work the past few days, I believe you all earned a grand prize. We'll make our own extravaganza. Now, are there any suggestions?
Tour trains, meet and greets, cab rides, special guests.
Hands-on train driving. A day off.
Well, those are all great suggestions, minus one. Even I got a couple ideas and announcements too.
What's on your mind, sir?
Now that's for me to know, and for you to find out. Now I better get home. I recommend you all get some shut-eye too. We've got arrangements to make.
Special guests? So what do you have in mind, Duncan? Well, I was thinking Duke, Freddy, Matty Mac, Bart, and this Allison from the Crovens Railway. What about Luke from the Blue Mountain Quarry? Aye. How about Albert from the Chorus Railway? Of course. Millie from Orfstead Castle. Can't forget her.
The Mystery of Defense Engine.
No!
Precisely. As cool it would be to have it in the event, I doubted the company would completely into the idea, Fred.
It would be nice to have all the engines from the Sodor Railway to join us for this event. It would make teaching the people about our history of the railway easier. Jim, Tim, the mining engine, Baldwin, Smudger, and some other engines that were loaned too. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold your iron horses. There's a saying to be notified. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. Smudger? A rather odd name for an engine. Oh, think you would have liked him, Rheneas. Minus his attitude being poisoned by Baldwin. He's a Jennings class 04, like you. That's right. I remember now. Duke told me about him, but I never knew that he was like me. I wonder why.
Maybe he didn't want you to think he hates the Jennies 040 class.
That may be likely. Listen, lads. This is quite the minor plot twist. But can we please get some rest now? So that's what all the engines did. Though Rheneas decided to stay up a little longer and think about his brother before falling to sleep and waking up early the following day to fulfill his plan. During the next day, the secondary extravaganza was on full swing. More coaches were being added to some trains.
This train has gotten too many coaches. I may recommend a double header when we get to the ward.
A section of 1 foot 11-inch track was set up for the special guests of the Crovens Railway.
Duke, my dear brother, and fearless Freddy, long time no see.
Albert! It's so good to see you again!
Peter Sam, my old friend. How are you?
Oh, well, I'm doing so much better now. How about you?
Things have been great on the Coisty Railway. We even got a new Falcon engine working with us. Speaking of Falcon, where is the handle?
Oh, he, along with Rusty, Ivo and Bedstead, are off to Wales on the Talyllyn Railway. But they said that they would return on the 22nd this month.
That's brilliant! I did promise Sahanta to visit this railway again.
Just then, they heard Rheneas's whistle. And they saw an engine that looked like Rheneas, but he was in a smudgy, dark green livery. That can't be Rheneas, is it? Well, it is. Ta-da! What do you think?
Rheneas?
Wow, you look different.
Well, Bertram, it was all thanks to Peter Sam, who lectured me that one of my brothers actually worked on the Mid-Sodor Railway, that being Smudger. So I figured that I would cosplay as him for this little extravaganza. I can't believe it! Ye hogging a paint job on yourself again? First yellow, now green? How can we get over this? The workman gave you the wrong shade of yellow back in 2012. Well, I wouldn't have minded the yellow colour.
Well, that definitely shifts gears on things, doesn't it? Okay then, but you may only cosplay as your brother for just a couple days.
So Rheneas agreed, and with that, Mr. Percival hopped into Duncan, and all the engines made their way to the wharf. Meanwhile, back on the Northwestern Railway, Humphrey was assigned to take a passenger train to Crovan's Gate. He too was excited for the secondary extravaganza. He had one engine in mind to meet, that being Rheneas, his favorite engine on the Skarloey Railway. Unbeknownst to him, the meet and greet would turn south. But first things first, he got his coaches and he departed Knapford Station. He had to take extra good care with his passengers because the coaches were so full. Even the corridor was filled with standing passengers. This made Humphrey feel quite anxious. Everyone, please remain as cautious as you can. I don't want anyone hurt when we arrive. At last, after a nerve-wracking ride on the rails, the train finally makes it to Crovan's Gate. Phew, what a relief. Well, we're here now, and I can finally see Rennie. Oh, no. Oh, no! What is it, sir? Nothing. I just remembered I have to take Stone to the wharf. Oh, what a coincidence. I'm off to the wharf as well. We better get going then. Like my brother always said, if your wheels are not whirring, you're not being a really useful engine. Best not to be in a razzie. See you at the wharf. And Rheneas departed with his unexpected livery. Putain de merde!
Humphrey! Such language! Where did you learn that from?
No one in particular. Look, I got Stone to take. I gotta go. Humphrey dropped off his coaches at Vickerstown Depot and grumbled his way to the Blue Mountain Quarry with a train of empties. I look forward to meeting the real deal on the Awdry Railway, but no, I had to deal with that derailing-prone dimwit. Was it that Twitter user that convinced Awdry Railway to do that? What's his name, Stuart? Wait, I swore I could hear him. Humphrey was getting paranoid. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were someone else.
Okay. No harm done. But there will be if you're not careful next time. This is a quarry after all. People can easily get hurt.
Right, yes, of course. I got my empties. I'll take them to Owen now. Brilliant. Thank you, Owen. Next stop, the wharf. But before Humphrey could depart, a shrill whistle was heard. He hadn't heard that kind of a whistle before. And there in front of him was a large green tender engine with smoke deflectors and a rack of coaches. It was Tornado, the Peppercorn A1. She looked lost.
Excuse me, is this wharf?
The wharf? No. This is the Blue Mountain Quarry. You were way off course. There's supposed to be a Ballyhoo Junction. It's there where you can enter the wharf.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry.
Hey, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. I'm actually on my way to the wharf as well. Perhaps I could take you.
Really? That would be really nice. The passengers are relying to me. They really want to see the engines on the Awdry Railway.
I surely wouldn't want them to be disappointed, as I am.
Hey, is everything alright?
Oh, nothing. I was really looking forward to meeting my moral compass of the railway, Rheneas, only to be met with his derailing-prone brother. Well, not really. Long story short, Rheneas is cosplaying as his brother, and I'm not really fond of it.
Well, perhaps that's a decent reason on why he dressed like his brother. Like when it was the last time they met.
Met? But they never did meet. Rheneas must have recently learned about his brother, so maybe there's some sort of tribute he wanted to do. Oh my gosh, I feel like such a fuddy-duddy fusspot.
It's fine, don't suck too deeply. You're not a bad engine, you just made a wrong decision, that's all. Now let's go to the wharf or we'll make our special guest late.
Special guests? And out came a couple of puppeteers with puppet dragons.
Yes, we are the special guests.
Greetings, friend.
Oh, who are you two?
Well, my name is Bled, and this is Kev.
Hi.
We are the dragons from the Welsh television show, Canny's Dragons.
Indeed. And today's going to be a crossover episode where we fly to the island of Sodor to see the Talyllyn Railway siblings.
We were meant to head to the wharf, but we are taking a wrong turn. Could you help us, please?
Yes, of course. There's not a moment to lose. Oh, and, sir, I apologize again about earlier.
Oh, it's no bother, really.
So the two green locomotives made their way down the main line and onto the wharf. Well, here we are at the wharf.
Hooray! We're here!
Yes! Thank you!
Oh, Humphrey.
Humphrey?
Oh, thank you, Mr. Humpback Engine.
I'm a camelback engine, but I'm glad I can help. Humphrey chuckled all the way to the end of the wharf where the other engines were idling next to Colin. Humphrey pulled in and saw Rheneas there still cosplaying as Smudger. And he took a deep breath and let his anger go this time. He's just a Fletcher.
Thank you for joining us today, everybody. Now, aside of our meet and greet, cab experiences, and trade rides in general, I rallied you all here for some huge announcements for our railway. First up, we got a new bogie ballast hopper.
A narrow gauge hopper with bogies? Well, now I've seen everything.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. Next, we intend to build an engine and carriage workshop at our depot, as well as a paint shop that can be used year-round. Finally, while I haven't found the date yet, it's time we have a new engine on the line as a shunter of the depot works, and it'll be battery powered. It's time we preserve our past and build our future.
Come the following day, Mr. Percival informed Humphrey to arrive at the steamworks for a special treat. Ah, hola Humphrey. Victor, buenos tardes. ¿Cómo está? Muy bien, gracias. Now then, I heard from the other narrow gauge engines that you wanted to see Rheneas. Well, allow me to introduce you to him right now. And there in front of Humphrey was Skarloey bucking around cosplaying as Rheneas. Hello, it is me, Skarloey. Surprise, surprise. Okay, I'm not really my brother. This is just a mere cosplay. It was actually Rheneas' idea himself. Just for scraps and giggles. And there, right next to Skarloey, was the real Rheneas, being repainted back in his original livery. Hello there, Humphrey. So, I heard from Tornado that you were quite disappointed for not seeing the actual me. Yes, I was. But I realize now that you must have recently learned about your brother from the Mid-Sodor Railway. While I'm not too fond of the idea, I do want to say that I heavily apologize for being against your cosplay, Rheneas. I was just really looking forward to meeting you. You were like a moral compass, and probably my favorite narrow gauge engine on the whole Skarloey Railway. From your fun little roller coaster adventure from 2003 to learning about how you saved your railway back at 51 as I got older. But fanboying aside, I am really, really sorry for going against you paying tribute to your brother. Oh, that's alright, Humphrey. No need to be in a bad fettle. I can understand. But as nice as it is being praised for what I've done all those years ago, just remember that, like everyone else, we are just engines. And besides, there are other stuff to complain about. Oh, ye have no idea. Like just recently, me boiler ticket expired, so I'm stuck here for God knows how long. And during that Awdry Extravaganza on the mainland, Let me tell ya, that Dalby guy, he is such a pessimistic. He even went out bringing up the age